Hello everyone, this is Bas. I'm a sales engineer at Coherent, and today I want to walk you through an interesting use case that I've built recently. It's around the commission report. So let's get into that. Let's have a look at the overall architecture. So I've built the front end on the top here, which I'm also going to show you, where you can actually render all of the table data into like a nice pie chart tables and so on. I'm going to show you that at the end. And basically anything in the purple box here is all hosted in Spark tenant. So how does that work? Effectively, you have the blue box here, which is your reporting calculator, calculating all the different commissions. And then in the second layer here, you have the employees data and the commission rules. So employees data are basically acting kind of as a database where every month or every week, if you want, you can upload the latest employees record. So everything gets picked up to date based on the latest joiners and leavers, for example. Commission rules is the same. You can basically set your own calculation logic to calculate the commissions, and all of that logic will be sitting in that Excel spreadsheet. And then the bottom layer part here are basically all of the latest, greatest data that all the sales has actually been performing and doing recently over the past week or month. Just to show you quickly, so the sales team employees data would look like something like this, where basically every tab has the latest and greatest list of employees. Exactly the same for the commission logic here. So you have a tab that represents basically the whole calculation logic to actually drive the commission. For example, for new business, 10%, new renewal, 2.5%. And for different line of business, you will have like different percentage, for example. For the sales data, so it will look like something like this, which basically every month you can upload the total sales per product line, for example, in our example, per different agent or sales. So we've covered a little bit, very high level, those different bottom layers. Then if we get into the actual commission calculator, so how does that work is basically we're calling through xcall all the different files, and then we return into that. So you can see that there's a number of xcall here for every single arrows that you've seen in the architecture diagram. And then you have anything in pink, basically do an xcall to the relevant data here. So in that case, all the new business transactions sold by every single agent is being recorded here, renewal, and so on and so on. And then it's just a matter of basically aggregating, manipulating the data in order to get a summary that will look like something like this. And then you can easily select for specific months and see who were the best performance, how much dollars they actually sold based on what commission rules or schema you're selected. This is all can be done in that spreadsheet here, as you can see. So now that I have basically built this whole architecture, let's have a look at how this looks like in Spark. So you can see that every single box that we saw represents a service in Spark. They're all interconnected through xcall features as we just saw now. And if I get into my top service, so the upstream service, the commission calculator, basically I can select for a specific user, let's say for example here, Kevin. If I hit submit, I will go and fetch all the data for Kevin and the latest transaction for the month of, for a specific month here. So you can see that you have individual results for Kevin and different results by graph that are just basically tables that you can actually then render very easily in the front end. And speaking about the front end, so this is something that I've built very quickly as well. So if I do fetch data for Kevin for specific months, it will basically call the API of that upstream service, that commission calculator, and then it will basically return to me the aggregated view. So you can see here, for example, all the different data, tables, but you can also have like visuals if you want to have like an overview of the commission payout and total sales breakdown and any kind of data per product or per region or whatever you want. And then you can also have like different data. So all of this is basically powered by the Spark API output generated from the upstream service. That's it for today. If you have any queries or if you're interested with that use case, please feel free to reach out. Happy to help. Bye.